Episode 32 of the Superparent Syndrome with your host, Dr. Nick Fanning. Today's episode is Love and Light.
Parenting in the 21st century is ever evolving. And while you balance work, kids, and your sanity, it's easy to feel discouraged. Welcome to the Superparent Syndrome with your host, Dr. Nick Fanning.
Heyo, parents! It is Dr. Nick Fanning with the Superparent Syndrome. Thanks again for joining me. I truly appreciate it because I know how valuable free time is, and I am absolutely honored that you would choose to spend some of that time with me. I got a fun little topic for today. It is a sound principle in thermodynamics and the transfer of energy. And one of these things is that energy is neither lost nor destroyed. Is just being shifted. And the big thing with this is that we have, the reason why I was even thinking about this is that I am comfortably sitting in an air-conditioned room. It is in the heat of August. Man, it is humid and hot out there, and I am so grateful that God, helped somebody design air conditioning because, woof. And did you know actually the first air conditioner was actually designed to help newspapers not stick together? It's kind of crazy that you think like, oh, newspapers are that important so that the ink wouldn't transfer and wouldn't stick together, that they designed air conditioning. And lo and behold, I'm so glad they transferred it to home use. Now, what I mean by that is that heat and cold are two different things. In fact, cold actually doesn't even exist. Cold is the absence of heat. And what I mean for that is that you can't transfer cold. You can transfer a loss of heat. So, for example, if you have your warm skin and you touch it next to a cold bottle of water, it is not actually the cold transferring to your body. It is your heat transferring for the cold bottle of water, therefore making you feel cold. It doesn't happen the other way around. Now, why this is important is that there are a few other things that are like this. Light and dark. Darkness does not exactly exist. Darkness is the absence of light. And you can either make a room, a dark room can become light, by shining a light in there. And a dark room can become darker by taking away more light. But it is the light that is actually transferred. Now, why is this important and why should it actually be important to you? Is that love is actually the same thing. And in fact, I would actually even expand that success can be also the same thing. So what I mean by love and hate is the absence of love. Okay, and so when you're thinking about it, or even good and evil is the absence of good. And so it is your responsibility to spread said love and said good out in the world. So therefore to minimize or to get rid of all the hate and all the evil. And because honestly, it cannot spread the other way around. The only way it can spread is if you keep that love to yourself, if you keep that light and energy to yourself. And so what I mean by that is think about children. You need to be pumping them full of love. You're not going to lose any love as a result. You need to be doing that yourself. If you are not showing them love and showing them respect, then guess what's going to take over? They're going to be filled with hate. They're going to be filled with darkness, okay? Well, I think success also in that. And in fact, what I would say is that success and failure are two different things. And so, if you look at it, I would say failure is the absence of what successful people do versus failure spreading on its own. So if it's success, we could simplify it and say success is the product of hard work and focus. So if you have focused work, just doing the work and having a focus about it, you will have success. It might take some time, okay, but it's the repeated action of over time. And failure can be defeated with focused action and hard work. Okay, it's not the other way around. I'm sorry, but if you're not doing anything and you're sitting on your couch and you're just wishing and have great focus, then I'm sorry, you're still not going to have success. You will have failure. Vice versa. If you're just working on that focus, not working, or if let's say you're working and you're just working and there is no focus to it, you can be working on the wrong thing. You could be putting a whole bunch of energy and attention on where it shouldn't go and therefore have failure. So I mean with success, focused hard work. And if you don't have that, you will have failure. You will have trials in your life, okay? And yeah, there is a small degree of luck and circumstance, but that's the exception. It really just comes down to focused hard work, okay? And so that's what I'm going to leave you with, folks, is that one, love, light, focused hard work, success, whatever it is, you need to be spreading that. It's contagious. It will change the world. And I think that's what a lot of us have set out to do, whether it's changing the world through our actions, through our children, through going to work and making an actual difference versus just collecting a paycheck. Those are very much different things for you. And so that's why I want to challenge you folks, is making sure that you go ahead and dispel that belief that failure and hate and isolation are the things that are just perpetuating in your life. What you need to do is fill that space with love, with intention, and hard work and focus. Just to give you a real life example. Hey, every once in a while, I get down on myself. It can be just simple as like, my kids hate me, or man, I wonder if my wife is ever going to look at me again or even hold my hand again. And it comes down to is that you can very easily just feel sorry for yourself and let that perpetuate, or you can do some focused hard work to change that circumstance. Because I can tell you that just sitting around doing nothing and coasting, there's only one direction you can coast, which is down. But if you put some focused hard work and some intention on what you're going to do, those people are going to change. Those people are going to react to what you're doing, and you're going to change your circumstance. It comes down to my kids. They're like, okay, then what do I need to do? I need to sit down with them. I need to work with them. I need to spend more time with them. I need to just love on them a lot more, and they're going to be filled with love too. Okay? It may sound hard. It may sound impossible. But it is hard sometimes. But the action is, it's actually very simple, but the work is hard, is what I mean. It's very simple, but the work is hard. So that's what I mean for you folks, is that whatever your circumstance is, there is hope and you can change it. Focused hard work, love, light, heat, whatever it is, it's just a principle. Stick to it and you can do this. Dr. Nick Fanning with the Superhero Syndrome. I want to let you know that you are not alone. You are not by yourself. We're right alongside with you raising kids. It's not easy. It's not meant to, but it'll definitely be worth it. Signing off.
Thanks for listening to another episode of the Super Parent Syndrome. Please be sure to visit peptalksforparents.com for more content and our free newsletter. And remember, you are not alone.